Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Monday, August 17th. The fire potential impacts are for the short term. Today there is a trough moving into the northern Rockies, which is pushing a little bit of a cold front through eastern portions of the Great Basin. This will bring dry, gusty winds to the Snake River Plain, with the strongest winds over south central and southeast Idaho. Lightning activity was very sparse yesterday and located just on the eastern portion of the state of Utah. Those storms were on the drier side. Precipitation trends for the past 7 and 14 days show a few dry spots out there, particularly western and central Idaho and portions of western and central Nevada. This morning's water vapor imagery shows a high pressure has been pushed to the southwest as that long wave trough drops into the northern Rockies. This is causing mild temperatures to continue across the north and bringing some increased winds along the Snake River Plain today. But it's also creating very warm conditions over western and southern Nevada with low relative humidities there. We're highlighting the Snake River Plain for those stronger winds today, with elevated fire potential across Nevada to highlight the ongoing warm and dry conditions there. Temperatures will remain somewhat moderated across the north, with highs near 100 degrees in western Nevada and highs over 110 in far southern Nevada. The image on the right shows the area of strong winds expected for this afternoon across the Snake River Plain. Tomorrow will remain in the northwest flow across the Great Basin, and we'll see some cooling, particularly over northern and central Utah, as that cold front comes through. Some gusty winds will move into central Utah tomorrow as that cold front moves through. Temperatures remain quite hot in Nevada. Mild and sunny days expected on Wednesday, although temperatures will begin to rebound as winds become a little bit more westerly. Relative humidities will be quite low region-wide, with single digits across much of the state of Nevada and some portions of southwest Utah and southeast Utah, with relative humidities in the teens expected across much of the rest of the area. Generally westerly flow continues on Thursday with drying region-wide. And this flow will continue into Friday. We will see another trough begin to drop into the northern Rockies on Friday, which could increase winds across Idaho once again. And we may see a little bit of moisture being drawn up into central and eastern Utah for an increase in relative humidity and possibly some isolated thunderstorms there. On Friday, that trough quickly moves off to the east, allowing warm and dry conditions to return to the Great Basin. The ridge strengthens somewhat over the Great Basin into the weekend, which will allow temperatures to quickly increase across the north. These images show that there really is no precipitation forecast for the Great Basin through next Monday. Fire danger is still quite high across the northern portion of the Great Basin, especially over the west central Idaho mountains, although those levels have moderated somewhat with the slightly cooler air mass. Further south over Nevada and Utah, we'll see those fire danger indices continue to rise as the warm and dry air sticks around. Light fuel moistures in the sagebrush are near normal for most areas across the Great Basin, but there are a few areas where those values are dipping below normal, and in far southeast Idaho they're even going below the 10-year low. The extended forecast going into the last week of August is calling for below normal temperatures across Idaho and northern Nevada, with below normal precipitation expected. This looks to be a continuation of the weather pattern that we're in, where we'll see these dry troughs moving into the Pacific Northwest, bringing shots of cooler air, but dry air masses. This concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.